Football gives us heroes, icons, legends. But sometimes, the game we love becomes witness to heartbreak. Today, we revisit the final moments of players who left the world far too early on the pitch, in the air, on the road, and even in war. These are the stories behind the tragedies that shook football forever. 1. Marc-Vivien Foé. The collapse 0-35-140 June 26, 2003, Stade de Gerland, Lyon. Cameroon vs Colombia Confederations Cup semi-final. Our 30-year-old midfielder Marc-Vivien Foé, a fan favorite at Manchester City, was playing in what felt like his second home, the city of Lyon. The afternoon heat pressed down as Cameroon defended their lead. Then, in the 72nd minute, Foé jogged casually through the center circle. No players around him, no contact, and suddenly, he collapsed face down. Medics sprinted onto the pitch. They worked on him for 45 minutes. His heart restarted briefly, but at the stadium's medical center, he was pronounced dead. Cause of death? Hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, a hidden heart condition. Manchester City retired his number 23. RC Lens retired his number 17. He left behind his wife and 3 children, including a baby daughter just 2 months old. 2. Andrés Escobar, the own goal that claimed a life 142-50 1994. World Cup, the golden era of Colombian football. Our 30-year-old defender, Andrés Escobar, known as the Gentleman of Football, led a team predicted by Pell to win the tournament. But their campaign collapsed. On June 22, versus USA, a deflected touch from Escobar rolled into his own net. An own goal heard around the world. Colombia was eliminated. Back home, death threats followed him. But Escobar wrote in the newspaper, "Life doesn't end here. We have to go on." On July 2, outside a Medellin nightclub, 3 men confronted him. A bodyguard named Humberto Muñoz Castro fired 6 shots, shouting "Gol" after each one. Escobar died 45 minutes later. 120,000 people attended his funeral. A nation mourned its fallen captain. 3. Diogo Jota. The wedding, the drive, the fire. 2:52-3:45. July 2, 2025, Portugal. Liverpool forward Diogo Jota had just left his wedding celebrations. He wasn't cleared to fly after minor surgery, so he planned a long drive to Spain to catch a ferry. His younger brother, Andre, joined him. Shortly after midnight, their Lamborghini, speeding along the A52 motorway, veered off the road and exploded into flames. No other cars involved. Police believe a tire blew during an overtaking maneuver at speeds over 125 miles per hour. Both brothers died instantly. Liverpool retired his number. His wedding video had been posted online just days earlier. He left behind his wife and 3 young children. 4. Emiliano, SALA, the plane that should never have flown. 3:45-4:50 January 21, 2019. 28-year-old striker Emiliano Sala had just completed a dream Premier League move to Cardiff City. A private flight was arranged for him by a pilot who wasn't licensed for commercial flights, wasn't qualified for night flying, had an expired rating for the aircraft before takeoff. Sala sent a WhatsApp voice message. "This plane feels like it's falling apart. I'm scared." Mid-flight over the English Channel, the plane broke apart. A carbon monoxide leak had left Sala unconscious, with toxic levels of CO in his blood. His body was later recovered from the seabed. The pilot's body was never found. The organizer of the flight was jailed. Sala left behind a partner and a young daughter. 5. José Antonio Reyes. The Mercedes. Fireball 4:50-5:40 June 1, 2019, Spain. Former Arsenal and Sevilla star José Antonio Reyes, age 35, was driving home with his cousins Jonathan and Juan Manuel. Their Mercedes, traveling at over 125 miles per hour, suddenly lost control, possibly a tire blowout. It rolled multiple times and exploded. Reyes and Jonathan died instantly. Juan Manuel survived with severe burns. A minute's silence was held during the Champions League final that same evening. Reyes left behind his wife and 3 children. 6. Peter Biaksengwala, the celebration that turned fatal, 5:42-6:20. October 14, 2014. Mizoram, India. 23-year-old defensive midfielder. Peter Biaksengwala scored a rare goal and celebrated with acrobatic flips like his idol Miroslav Klose. But one flip went horribly wrong. He landed on his head and neck. His spine was crushed. 5 days later, he died in intensive care. His club retired his number 21. He donated his eyes before passing away. Diego Maradona, negligence behind the legends. Last hours 6:20-7:10, November 2020. Football's greatest icon, Diego Maradona, recovering from brain surgery, was discharged to a private home instead of a hospital. There were no doctors consistently present, no defibrillator, medical warnings ignored on November 25. Maradona suffered worsening breathing problems for 12 hours, unnoticed. By the time paramedics arrived, he was gone. Cause of death, acute pulmonary edema and heart failure. 8 medical professionals were charged with negligent homicide. Argentina declared 3 days of national mourning. 8. Stefan Petrovsky, struck by lightning 7:10-7:55, April 5, 2016, Malaysia. 18-year-old Australian goalkeeper Stefan Petrovski was training normally when a bolt of lightning struck the field. He stopped breathing instantly. There was no CPR, no doctor, no defibrillator. He slipped into a coma and died weeks later. His father sued the club and federation and won. His death inspired Stefan's law, pushing for lightning safety protocols. Kasembilan, Mohammed Fadel Alili killed in his home, 7:55 to 8:40, June 26, 2025. Al-Maghazi refugee camp. Gaza 30-year-old footballer Mohammed Alili, who had played for Palestine's national team, was at home when an Israeli drone fired a missile directly into his bedroom. He suffered devastating head trauma. He fought for his life for days and died on July 3rd. He never met his newborn son, born abroad during the war. He became the 265th Palestinian footballer killed since October 2023. His death received almost no global coverage. Dana Microsphere, The Last Smile, 8:42-9:20, January 25, 2004. 24-year-old Hungarian striker Miklos Fehor came on as a substitute for Ben. In stoppage time, he received a yellow card for time wasting and gave the referee a shy smile. Seconds later, he bent forward and collapsed backward to the ground. Caused cardiac arrhythmia from undiagnosed hypertrophic cardiomyopathy. Benfica retired his number November 29. Davide Astori, the captain who never woke up, 9:20 to 10 o'clock March 4, 2018. Fiorentina's captain Davide Astori, age 31, failed to show up for breakfast with the team. Staff opened his room. He lay in bed, peaceful but gone. Cause? Arrhythmogenic cardiomyopathy, missed by doctors who had previously cleared him despite warning signs. His club doctor was convicted of involuntary manslaughter. Italy postponed all matches that weekend. Astori left behind a partner and a young daughter. Ending 10 o'clock, these tragedies remind us that behind every superstar, every jersey, every badge, there is a human life, a dream, a family, a story. If you'd like to see more stories like this, subscribe, share your suggestions, and keep these players' memories alive. Thank you for watching.